Hey, it's Chris, your K-pop Unc, bringing you a mature perspective on K-pop. Welcome to My Week in K-pop. Today is May 24th, 2026. If you've watched the last few of these, when I was laid up on the couch flat on my back, you'll notice I'm no longer on my couch, but I'm not in the studio either. Instead, I'm here in this national park with all this nice greenery behind me and some nature. So let me lay a little bit of mature perspective on you. It's actually good to have more than K-pop in your life. Yes, I know, sacrilege. But yeah, it's good to have something other than K-pop in your life. And earlier this week, I decided I would spend the weekend camping with some buddies of mine and having a great time in the woods. And it's been very rewarding. But the planning of it has actually sucked into some of my normal K-pop consumption this week. I haven't had a chance to do as much as I normally do. But it won't stop me from recording this week's installment. So almost all of my limited time this week, almost all of my limited K-pop time this week, has been directed at two major events. ITZY came back with their Motto EP on Monday, as well as a music video, dance practice, and then some promotion performances later in the week. I haven't caught up on all the promotion videos, but I have had the EP on repeat. Motto has 3 songs with the full group, and then they've got one solo song per member after that. So 8 songs total. And I have really enjoyed this album. So a lot of the comments I've seen say that Motto has more of the traditional K-pop sound. We're back to sounding like K-pop, some people say. As opposed, I'm assuming, contrasting that with a lot of the other groups are having more of a global sound, trying to shoot to the global appeal. So I would agree with that. It is more of a K-poppy sound than a global sound. It's not so much the club or whatever else that you're going to. The whole EP took a little bit of time to grow on me. And part of that was because I didn't get to videos. It took me a few days to get to videos, but I did have it kind of on repeat listening to it. And there wasn't a lot that grabs me right away. But as I listened to it more and more and it sunk in, and then particularly once I got to see the choreography, then it really kind of latched into my head. And that's not unusual with me. So Motto doesn't speak as directly to me in my personal life as much as some of their other comebacks. Like, it didn't grab me like Tunnel Vision or Born to Be, but it's solid and enjoyable. I really like it. And then on Friday, SSERAFIM released their full album, Pureflow Part 1. Now, we've already experienced celebration from this album for a couple of weeks. We've had the music video, dance video, lots of performances on that one. So now we get to hear the rest of the album, and it's really good. Parts of it are very experimental, almost like NMIXX level style of experimentation. Though I'll point out that NMIXX dares to experiment in their title track. SSERAFIM, not so much. But there's a lot of good stuff in here. There's more than one club-style banger to be had, and more importantly, the album itself holds together very well. It's cohesive and well-produced. It came out Friday morning, and by Friday evening, I was here in the woods. So I haven't done more than just listen to this album 3 or 4 times. I haven't checked in on the video situation with it. So stand by for me catching up on videos and maybe having more to say next week. One other interesting K-pop moment that happened for me during the week. KATSEYE tickets went on sale, and now I hadn't meant to pick these up. There are elements of KATSEYE that I really enjoy, and then there's other bits about their music and production that don't really resonate with me, so I was going to kind of give a pass to KATSEYE. But then the sale started and an email came out saying, hey, KATSEYE tickets are on sale. And I didn't see this for about an hour, and then I saw it and said, maybe I'll just take a peek. I'm not really going to buy it. Just let me take a peek. And I totally would have bought tickets, honestly. So I hopped on there. I was kind of startled. Now it's been like an hour and 15 minutes since the sale started. I was kind of startled that it dropped me into the queue. Like, there's still a queue? And while I was in this queue, and I was only like number 3 in the queue or something, there was a thing at the bottom of the screen that indicated the sale had ended at 3:18, and right now it's like 4:15. Like, that's odd. But then it let me in and said they were sold out. So I checked because this wasn't quite adding up to me, because we could get aespa tickets well after the initial sale. And I went and looked, and yeah, it had been 2 weeks since aespa went on sale. And I could have still picked up aespa tickets in the same section I got seats for the same price. But somehow it looks like KATSEYE sold out the Capital One Arena that seats 20,000 people in 18 minutes. Wow, I did not expect that. So well done, KATSEYE. And I guess I won't be going to KATSEYE, but good job. Good job, ladies. So this has been a wild few weeks of releases. But the season seems to be winding down, at least for the groups that I track closely. So aespa has Lemonade hitting next week, and then I-DLE's supposed to hit sometime in July. But holy moly, over the last couple of weeks, I've had KATSEYE, I-DLE, NMIX, ITZY, and SSERAFIM. Like, wow, that's a lot of material in a very short period of time. It's been a great month. Looking forward to continuing on. So I'm going to leave it at that and get back to nature. Look for some more videos coming from me soon. Until next time, this is Chris, your K-pop Unc, asking you to keep the K-pop flowing and your light sticks glowing.